Bienvenidos a un nuevo video para el canal de Genshin Impact. Perdón, de Genshin Impact. Y pues prácticamente nos quedamos aquí donde según se roban el tesoro y Kazuha nos va a guiar hacia el ladrón. Entonces vamos a ir. Que según no debe estar muy lejos.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an
Que
opportune
bueno,
moment.
solo
Let's seize this
corriente
chance.
para ir más adelante.
Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Ah, viejo.
By the way,
Aunque tú
how
lo
did you suddenly
robaste.
think of checking the price in the first place?
Otro patui. Otro
I heard
patui.
the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Ok. Ah,
Steady
tenía
as
que
stone.
ser.
So soon.
Oh, no. Maldito. Tendrás que pagar tus fechorías. Ladrón. Me siento como un Ned Flanders de que hablando así bien. Hablando bien, pues. Ah, ok.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
Más adelante
You
todavía.
can hear that too? What does it
No
sound
puede
like?
ser eso.
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders,
No hay
they're
nada.
here. Get them.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Give it all to me. No, my sword.
Ok. Dudo que lo hayan robado ellos.
The hunter becomes.
Habla con el ladrón. Vamos a él.
You
¿Qué
caught up with
será?
me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind. What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one,
Ah, ok.
then you never.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria.
You.
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance, since there was no use in trying to face you in the I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, after all I went through to get it, I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing.
You're not serious.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do
Chingazo.
I never would have guessed you could be so. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Bueno, vamos a ganar.
What are you trying to do?
Hey,
Ha!
Ok.
Everyone hold hands.
Fácil, 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 fácil.
I'll have my
Fácil,
revenge
pero
eventually.
fácil. Oh,
No,
no.
no. Do what you want, but please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near.
Ok.
Yet, put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more?
¿Quiere
It's up
más,
to you.
dice?
Such willingness is commendable and fit.
No, no. No need for that.
Claro, son muy bondadosos.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity, but unfortunately, nothing happened.
Eh,
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give... I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story?
The story begins with an old friend.
Ok.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of
La Shogun
eternity.
Raiden.
While I was fleeing from
Igualito,
place to
bueno.
place, I heard that
Igualito.
my friend had challenged the
No la
Vision Hunters
nada
to a
bueno,
duel
sino
before
al
the throne.
contexto de Wano. La historia de Wano.
A
No es
solemn
que la
yet brutal
historia estaba
challenge.
en ella,
The
pero
defeated faced divine punishment, while the
sí,
victors
como que el
gained a second
ambiente
chance.
me recuerda a eso.
Perhaps he thought he of all people should make
A
a
eso me
stand.
recuerda. Y tengo el
Coming
personaje
face to
del
face with the
lado
Musono
derecho, pero pues no me
Hitotachi
sirve
was
nada.
all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Feo caso.
Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty.
Kazuha.
It's just another way. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us.
Tenemos que regresar ahí otra vez. Me voy a teletransportar. Gracias. Y se acabó.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted. Captain Beta was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she had.
It's not unusual.
But still, Captain Beta was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match. Thus, in which case, the Crux clash comes.
Huh? So, if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but
it doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beta would... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment.
hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down, suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you'll find the...
Thank you. May but one final word of warning. The part of your journey.
La más difícil de todo. Vale. Continuará. Aguántalos. Izad las velas. Senderos. Ok. Bueno, mínimo está cerca de un transporte. Esa cosa. ¿Qué hecho aquí? Este tipo, el maestro. Excelente. Corre. Izad las velas.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux. Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately...
Changales.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get under... Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her...
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heaven, until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and...
So
Oh,
there's another
sabía.
Catherine in Inazuma? See?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered...
Okay, thanks for coming.
Fregados.
Just following orders.
Activado. No, muchas cosas.
Thank you for completing...
Sí, todo este rollo. Ahora coger todo y repetir. Y se acabó. Oh, tengo que ir ahí otra vez. No. Ah, puedo teletransportar ahí. Qué bien.
If only you could cleanse the corrupt souls of this
Venga
world.
tu madre. Casi me electrocuta ese pedo.
Finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Hey, disculpas,
Don't look too
capitana.
serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
Bueno,
Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
vámonos. Vamos a navegar. Sería interesante que Pollo Verse saque de que un video promocional de Genshin Impact donde pues ves realidad virtual. Sería interesante. Y de que ves a Beidou así o no sé, lo que sea. ¡Oh, por Dios! Estaría interesante ese pedo. Como Clash Royale, que sí sacó un video de realidad virtual, pero pues, ya tiene años. Era de Clash Royale, no, Clash of Clans. Llegamos a Inazuma. Thomas.
Ahoy there.
Todo bien, viejón.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me
Toma.
waiting, Captain. And it appears
Captain.
we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, on.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing on, though the fleet was fully up to the challenge. The inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long.
Toma, these two are...
No need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
With any luck, it'll give you a head. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll...
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get
Good. Then if it's all
Toma.
settled...
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
No hay problema.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Qué nervios. Qué miedo, güey. Ah, aguántala. Ah, no, sí. Ah, pues está bien. ¿Ya?
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
Ya pues.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
Ah,
Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process...
Sheesh. So it is?
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs.
Vamos
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Ah,
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Bueno, que está lejito. No, es por acá. Es acá.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing, the way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency.
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation area, the most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is that's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and...
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlet. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Tomando el micrófono
And
para que no
is
se
that likely?
escuche cierto tipo de
Okay, I'll give it to you
eco
straight.
por el
I
juego.
know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done.
Okay.
However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not
Tú
you.
también.
No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that I like to do things in a way that keeps...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me... Here's the situation. As I touched recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever. The head of the association...
Vale. Vamos aquí, carnal. Cámara de Comercio Internacional.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at...
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for it.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions,
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used
crystal
La
clear.
cristalizada.
something that most of us in the association had never heard of before Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snej. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of...
Isn't that what they call...
Exactly.
Sí.
So this vendor keeps pushing
Así
the
que
price
este
up,
proveedor
and we
sigue
have no
subiendo el
choice but
precio
to
y no
buy from
tenemos
them
más
because the
remedio que
tax decree
comprarle porque
forces
el
us to.
fiscal nos obliga a hacerlo.
It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits.
Es absurdo.
We've tried communicating, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do?
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast.
Got it. We're on the case.
Vale.
Which one should I choose? How boring.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. They're wasting their time. The price isn't...
Hey, what's your...
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
Toma. Toma, 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 toma. Ok. Voy con toma. A decirle qué rollo.
That was cool.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt. Then when Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group... The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time...
So he left the...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold...
Really?
Ya veo.
Well then, it sounds like you may...
Vamos para allá. Va a ser nuestras trampillas. Vale, viejo.
What are you doing back here?
Te regresamos a
Just because I
Monster
got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I
Chingo,
want to
¿no?
waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about...
Sí, ¿no?
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes... my hometown. The home of freedom.
It's working!
So...
Cierra los ojos.
what is this? What are you...
Just close your eyes already!
Que los cierre
You
últimamente.
mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. Xiao lanterns. I'm right.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Realmente extraña todo. Vamos a dar esto.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound. I've run into folks from the association more than... Don't you think I've wanted to...
Well, no one stopped?
They're so resilient, so I caved. Those people. All right.
I'll tell you the whole story.
Ok.
It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Pero te protegemos nosotros.
Cat. Look, so come on, get it off your...
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashi. They start by overtaxing the merchants. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow,
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a evidence.
Evidencias.
Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, as it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really?
Habla. No, man. Creo que aquí dejaré el video de hoy. Gracias por verlo. Si les gustó, denle like, compartan y suscríbanse para más contenido así. Y nos vemos hasta la próxima.